Yeah. My mom was discussing.
Hello, good evening. I tell you what, today it's been hectic here. In the UK, I was going to go out, then I thought, no, shall stay in the warmth and everything like that. Then I had on my radio station, I had around about 3,000 other people to join my radio station, so we're going big and big and big. So that makes it around about 6,000 people now on my radio station. And And that's not all. We're getting lots of people who want to come on here and be interviewed and all sorts. So that's really good news. Don't forget, guys, the charity event that we're doing in the next couple of weeks, no, couple of days, sorry, at the weekend for Mind, for the charity Mind. Now, I got a wonderful young lady here called Elizabeth, and she's a singer and songwriter. Hello, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm brilliant. It's very cold out. It's where I live in the UK. It's freezing out there. It's really
Yeah,
cold.
it's California freezing out here. So not probably not that cold compared to where you are.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you very much for doing this for me.
Yeah,
And
of course.
I've been kind of like following you for a while now, and I think you're really, really, really good at what you do. We only have the best on here.
Well, thank you so much.
That's
Um,
okay.
I can hear you.
Yeah, yeah. No, just saying we only have the best on here.
Yeah, thank you. I really appreciate that. It's an honor to be doing
Yeah.
any kind of interview like this. So thank you.
Thank you. Um, could you tell me what started you off being a singer, please?
Yeah, so if I had to think back, I was really young when I started singing without lessons. My earliest memories of singing was with my parents in the car. They would play music all the time, and we would just sing in the car wherever we were going. And when I was about 8 years old, I begged for singing lessons, and I was already taking piano lessons. So my mom said, no. And my grandparents said, well, I'll tell you what, we'll pay for the first year of your voice lessons for your birthday. And if
Right.
you like it after a year, then your mom will take it over. So I agreed, and I've been going ever since. Now I'm 24, almost 25. So it's about, what, almost 15 years now? Almost 15 years?
15 years. Do you enjoy it? Do you enjoy singing?
Absolutely. It's my biggest passion. I've always loved singing since I was young, and I've loved being a part of performing for people, whether it was for musical theater, whether it was singing and playing piano, singing and playing guitar, just singing by myself. I sang in church growing up. I loved singing and performing for
Mm.
people.
Do you
So
still go? Do you still go to church?
I do, yeah. I try my best. Growing up, I grew up Catholic, so we it was a lot stricter, and then I went to a private Christian college, so I got both experiences. I love both sides. I feel like I
Yeah.
could go back either way and be totally fine. So I yeah, I'm a believer for sure.
Was that pressured on you? You know, being being
Sorry?
kind of like, was that pressured on you? Religion, was it pressured on you?
No, I don't think so at all. I it was a lot of it growing up was education. And when I was 18 and I decided to go to college, my parents were very open and said, it's your life. You can choose however you want to believe. And this is how we were raised, and this is what we believe. And it was definitely not pressure at all. So,
All right, because some families pressure their children in religion, and then they kind of like send them off to Christian schools and stuff, and they, and that's where they get pressured. Um,
Yeah, it's funny. I chose to go to this school actually that I went to because it not even because it was a Christian school, because they had a really great voice coach there that would take care of me. So it was funny enough that I chose to go to a school for music, but I ended up staying also for um, the Christianity and the roots, and there was just really good people.
okay, good. What is your music? I've been listening to around about 4 hours a day, and when I've
Oh,
been
wow, that's
listening,
awesome.
oh yeah, I've been listening. I share it. I put it on my radio station. I do. Oh yeah, I do it. I've got a lot of response on my
That's
radio
so
station.
awesome.
Trouble is, though, see, when I listen to your music, it sounds like it's from experiences in your life. Am I saying the right thing?
Experiences, especially as of lately, yeah, I would say that a lot of stuff I've been playing recently is just because of feelings or stuff I've gone through. The genre that I love singing is like soul, R&B, and pop, kind of a mix of that, or taking songs and making them into a soul pop groovy vibe. And that word soul, I think, has always stuck with me because I've always wanted to sing with my soul, from my soul, be completely authentic to myself. So
Actually,
yeah, absolutely.
I was gonna about to say that because every time you do sing from your heart. Because I watch you singing in the videos, and
Yeah.
you sing what you mean. You know what I mean? There's some artists, they kind of like they sing, but they don't care. They just want to play it, get the gig over and done with. But you, when I was watching you on a live video the other day, when I messaged you about coming on the show,
Hmm.
and you were just singing away there, and I was thinking she really cares about what she sings.
I do. I'm really passionate just about the entire aspect of it. I love the performance. I mean, people want to watch you as you, the performer, the singer, the authentic person that you are. And why would I want to sing about what's entertaining about somebody who's singing about something they don't care about? I
Mm,
and I would rather be my full authentic self, whether it's super excited or a mess of tears, than be singing something that I don't really care about.
yeah, yeah. That's it. You've got to be really care about. You've got to sing what you really care about. You know what I mean? Because it's pointless else, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And she's gone. Okay, guys. For some reason, she's gone, or she switched herself off. Um, but there you go. Never mind. Um, hi, guys. Hi, David. How are you? Um, that's the first time that's happened to me. Oh dear. Oh dear. Never mind. It's probably the way I was into it. Anyway, I yeah. I hope she does. Anyway, what can we do?
Yeah. Give
You
me
got cut
one.
off, did you?
Give me 1 second. Let me see if this is gonna work. Getting my headphones in.
Okay.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Yes. Yeah, I
Okay,
can. Yeah.
cool.
Did you get
Sorry
cut off?
about
Did
that.
you?
I did, yeah. My computer made a mess of it, so I quickly loaded it on my phone and we're good to go.
Don't worry about it. Um. So as I was saying, it's you got to sing from the heart, and I think
Yeah.
so. So let's talk about your music altogether then. So when was it the first time you recorded something? Was it? I think it was about couple of years ago. Was it you recorded something?
Like recorded a demo. The first time I
Yeah,
did
demo.
that,
Yeah, yeah,
um, I did a cover about maybe last year is when I first really recorded something
yeah,
and sent something to somebody just as like a, hey, how does this sound? What is what is a demo like? How do I make one? What do I send it in? What's the feedback you can give me? And it was just a cover, and he from there was like, it's great, you sound great, you don't need any more training. What's next is you need social media because
mm,
you're just completely a ghost. Like I can't find you anywhere. So I
yeah,
learned really quickly that I needed a website. I didn't have anything at the time. I had no website. I had maybe a Facebook page that was small. I didn't have a lot of photos of myself online. I didn't have a huge following on Instagram, but I just wasn't very active, very present. And I do my best. I'm still learning on all the algorithms of Instagram and Facebook and how the ads work. My mom does a lot of work with organizing the events on Facebook and the ads on Facebook and seeing what clicks and what doesn't. So it was a lot of education of not how I was training wise, but the business aspect of like, okay, you're a
yeah,
great
yeah,
musician and the talent is there. Now it's about like putting yourself out there and networking and marketing and all of that stuff.
yeah, yeah. And because that's what it's all about, isn't it? I was speaking to somebody the other day, and I think she's got around about 36,000 followers now. Within 6 months. And she was telling me, it's okay, having the gift, but next minute she said I had to get myself out there, into on Facebook, onto all the other platforms and stuff, and it was really tough because we're competing against each other. You know what I mean? That's what she was saying.
Yeah,
Do
absolutely.
you
Yeah,
find that hard?
absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Let's
It's
talk
it's
about.
it's difficult to like it's difficult to get yourself um to continue to stay relevant on Facebook and on Instagram because dissecting what everybody likes and everybody likes to hear all their favorite songs. Sometimes your favorite songs aren't always your favorite to play. And I still continue to try to choose songs that people like or stick with a genre at a gig that people will like, but still play songs that I like that are in the genre. So it's finding that balance of authenticity and relevancy for sure.
Oh yeah, yeah. What's the highest gig that you played at?
The highest gig, like the amount of
Yeah,
people.
the audience. Yeah, yeah. Sorry, it's my
Um,
accent.
no, it's okay. I think the biggest crowd I've ever played for was actually just when I played one song at my high school graduation. There was 760 people in my graduating class. So imagine all our parents and some people's grandparents and cousins and our friends that came. So my principal told me, yeah, there's about 5,000 people here. And I was just going up to sing one song for graduation. So that was pretty crazy. At first, it was a little intimidating, but as soon as I plugged in my guitar and it was all set up and ready to go, I felt really good, and I knew that's what I wanted to do for the rest of my life was perform for big crowds like that. So since then, I've been performing at like restaurants, gigs, like bar gigs, and weddings and private parties. So I would say since then, nothing as huge as that, but I would say maybe the weddings are really big, like 200 people. Sometimes they're smaller. Sometimes the parties are big. Lots of people in the restaurants, in and out all the time. So,
Good. What's happening about any upcoming projects and that you got coming up?
upcoming projects. Well, actually, this Saturday I have a Christmas single coming out. I did my own rendition of Oh Holy Night. So that should be out on Spotify this Saturday and Apple Music, if not this Saturday, definitely by Monday.
You
So
kept that a
that's really
secret, didn't
exciting.
you? You kept that a secret.
I did. I did. It was really hard, but I started the countdown on Monday, I believe. So yes, I did keep that a secret. And honestly, it started very last minute, and it started towards the end of October, and I reached out to my producer and I was like, hey, so you think we could put out a Christmas single? And he's like, well, my schedule looks a little bit crazy, but I think we could do it. Let's do it. And sure enough, he pulled through. He's been so amazing. So I'm so excited for this project to come out because I worked really hard on it. My producer, Luke, he worked really hard on it. And it's been so fun.
So is that the only projects you got, or are there any other projects in the in the future that's coming up?
Yeah, so I'm working on an EP right now, writing my own stuff, and there's no definite date, but it's a 5-song EP, and I'm still writing, we're still putting it together, and I'm really excited, but definitely by next year that will be out for sure. As for other projects, I cannot say all of the other projects that I'm working on, but lots of exciting things for sure. So you'll definitely be seeing more of me in 2021. That is for sure.
Good, good, good. Also, what? Sorry, what's the embarrassing moment that you have had at a gig or on stage?
At a
Now
gig or on stage?
you can't tell me that you haven't had any
I
embarrassing
will
moments.
say, okay, so there was no, I have well, there's a few things that happen every once in a while. So like a lot of so when I mean just granted at restaurants alone or bars alone, a lot of people love to drink at bars or restaurants. So they'll get drunk and sometimes they want to come hang out with the musician there. So they'll come up and they'll sometimes there was one guy that came up and he like sat next to me in my chair and then he grabbed my mic and he would sing in it. But I would say something that was embarrassing, but I tried to hold my own was I was at a show in high school and I was doing a solo act where it was me playing piano. And so I get on stage and they turn on the lights and it's just me and this piano. And the piano was an electric keyboard and it wasn't on. And I would press like the power button and it wouldn't turn on at all. So I was like confused and I have a crowd of people watching me mess with this keyboard on stage. And all of a sudden we have somebody from the back who's like a stagehand like handle come out, like flip a switch on the stage, come out, and then I press power and it turns on and I play some keys and everybody's like woohoo cheering. I'm like, here we go, we got this. So that was a little hard. I was like, this is not turning on. Everybody's watching me struggle, but we figured it out.
Have you ever thought of playing in a band?
You know, sometimes I do have a band every once in a while, especially during COVID over the summer. I'd had a couple concerts for my neighborhood, like socially distanced, and I had a drummer, a guitar player, and I had a bass player, and they were so much fun to work with. It was nice because I didn't have to play guitar and I could just focus on singing, and that was really cool. But yeah, I definitely love playing with the band. It's so fun to have a much fuller sound. So hopefully I can continue to have that band and we can keep practicing and eventually have that more in my gigs, and that'll be really fun for people to come to.
When you do your gigs, how long do you do your gigs for? Is it about an hour, half an hour?
It's about my gigs at restaurants and bars usually are like about 2 to 3 hours actually. They have like about 10-15 minute breaks in between. But yeah, there's some that are 2 hours, but most of them are 3 hours. Sometimes at gigs, they like to do it in sets. So they'll do one place I play at is called Coomber Craft Wines, and I play like an hour set. Then I take a break for a half hour. Then the new set of people or wave of people come in, and then I play for another hour for this next set. And then another place I play, they do an hour and a half set nonstop. Then I take a half hour break, and then I do another hour and a half set.
Right. Okay. So, do you ever do any do you do any covers? Do you do a lot of cover music then?
I do. Usually at my gigs, I am doing total covers because the restaurants want me to play covers and songs that the audience knows, and which is fine with me because a lot of the audience, when they hear a song they know, they enjoy it more and it gets them clued in. So it helps me because if they like the song or they like the music, they like the way I did it, they'll throw a tip in my jar and this is my job. So it's nice to make money doing something I love like that.
Let me show you in action.
Awesome.
Miss Independent, Miss Self-Sufficient, your distance, Miss Unafraid, Miss out my way, Miss don't let me interfere, no, Miss on her own, Miss almost broke. Oh, help her off the phone. So by keeping her heart protected, she never ever feel rejected. A little misapprehensive said, ooh, she fell in love. What is the feeling taking over? You know one could open the door. Surprise, it's time to feel what's real. What happened to Miss Independent? No longer need to be defensive. Goodbye, oh you, your love is true. Hey, well, misguided heart, misplaced my. If you wanna use that line, you better not start. No. But she miscalculated, she didn't wanna end up jaded. Miss decided not to miss out on true love. So by changing misconception, she went in a new direction. She felt the tie, she felt the connection, she fell in love. What is the feeling taking over? Thinking no one could open the door. Surprise, it's time to feel what's real. What happened to Miss Independent? No longer need to be defensive. Goodbye, oh you, real love is true. When Miss Independent walked away, no time for love that came away. She looked in the mirror.
I love this song.
Today.
It's a fun one.
Yeah, I love it.
Longer afraid. It took some time for her to see how beautiful love could it truly be. No more talk of why that can't be me. I'm so glad I finally see what is the feeling taking over. Thinking no one could open the door. Surprise, it's time, yeah, to feel what's real. What happened to Miss Independent? No longer need to be defensive. Goodbye, oh you, real love is true. Real love, real love, real love, real love is true. Oh yeah.
Wow, that was excellent. That
That's cool.
that was really good. That was really good.
Thank you.
When you,
Thank you so
when you
much.
do, that's okay. That's brilliant. That was really good. I loved that. I loved every minute of it. I'm playing tomorrow at the same time. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Um, what I'm trying to say is,
Uh, tonight I have a gig, and that's right, because of the time difference. Tonight I have a gig at 6 o'clock my time, from 6 to 9 p.m. And tomorrow, which is Thursday for me, it'll be 6 to 8 p.m. because it's December 3rd at Orfila. I believe we will be going live. So if it's 6 p.m. my time, that means I think it's 2 o'clock your time, 2 p.m., right?
two, yeah, 2 p.m. Yeah,
Or is
or
it
is it
2
2
a.m.?
a.m.?
2
2
a.m. I think
a.m.
it's 2 a.m. Yeah,
Right.
it's early in the morning for you guys, for sure.
Yeah, yeah. We've got the time difference is really bad. Before you go, I know you've got a gig, and I know you're really busy. What we would love for you to do sometime is come back again, and actually kind of like play some music for us, because I've got a
Yeah,
lots
I would
more.
love that.
Yeah, I've got lots more to talk to you about. I've got a list on my pad here. Oops. And
Yeah.
I got lots more, and I want you to. I always ask all the singers to kind of like come back on, so we can record it and get it out there to all the, or to the media and stuff like that for you. So that's what we love to do. We love to kind of like help people. But what I'm trying to say to you at this moment in time, when your EP comes out, when your music comes out, where can people get your music?
Yeah.
So your opportunity now to tell us, where can we find you? Tell us your website. Tell us all the information you got about you quickly.
Yeah, absolutely. So again, my name's Alex Elizabeth, and if you want to come listen to me or find me, you can go to my Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Alex Elizabeth Music. You can go to my Instagram, which is Alex Elizabeth Music. You can go to my website, which is alexelizabethmusic.com. On there, you can find music, videos that I post from my YouTube channel. You can find my calendar if you're ever in town and want to come see me at a gig. You can find tons of stuff there. Find new photos every time I take a have a photo shoot. You can check out the new photos there that eventually will come out on Instagram. You when my single comes out this Friday or Saturday, I believe, you can find that on Spotify. Again, I'm Alex Elizabeth. Just search me up and you'll be able to find it. So, and my stuff for my EP, when I release that, will all be on Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, all of that good stuff, SoundCloud. So you should be able to find me on most music platforms for sure. But as for social medias, yeah, Instagram, Facebook, Alex Elizabeth Music, website, Alex Elizabeth Music. And that's me.
Okay, got a question for you. It's from David. David's been a former guest on here, and he says, "So, Alex, what would you call your style of music?"
I would say that my style of music is definitely a mix of like pop, soul, R&B, like maybe like a jazz. It's he says it's like indie jazz or indie funk, and I totally love that. I would agree with that. It's a little like I like a little jazzy. I like a little funky groove. I always say like I love having a groove in the music because it's fun to listen to and it keeps the drive in the music keeps it going. And so, but I would say in putting that in a genre, I always am singing from my soul, and if that's the jazzy funky thing that I do, I guess that's how I identify with the soul in it. And I always try to put popularity in it too with the pop music. So yeah, I would
Yeah.
say that's how
Okay.
I
Good.
would best define it.
Good. Still cool style. Yes. Sure is. Well, thank you very
Thank you.
much for your time. And we will. What I'll do, I'll get onto my wife
Thank you
because
so
she's my.
much for having me, Steve.
Yeah, brilliant. I will share this all over the place. I'll get in contact with my wife now, which she's over there, and it's her birthday today, so I've got to be careful with her. She's so delicate. But what I'll do is I'll get her to contact you and to
Awesome.
book you in. Then what we can do, you can kind of like play a few songs for us one evening and get you on live
Yeah,
and everything. All right.
that would be awesome. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for your time and good luck tonight for your gig.
Thank you so
Thank
much. Have a
you.
great rest of your evening.
Yeah, thank you. God bless. Bye-bye.
Okay. God bless.
Bye.
Bye.
There you go. That was Alex for you. Lovely young lady. Please go and watch her on her website. She's really good. Also, I'm going to be back around about 9 o'clock when we got Jeff here. And Jeff, he plays violin, but he's got all different kinds of violins. They're strange. They're like bow and arrows. These things. So he's going to come and talk to us about all these violins he's got. He played violin with some professional people. So that's that for that. Okay, I'm going to say goodbye and until around about till 9 o'clock. Until then, bye bye.